What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? Uncle Joey here, February 28th, the last day of the fucking month. We did it. In between the inflation, the wars, the fucking bullshit, the racism, Uncle Joey's here to get the week started on the right motherfucking foot. I talk about inflation because I'm finally starting to fucking see it. We went to get Mercy some pants the other day. And my wife was like, wait a second, we used to buy these same fucking pants for $18, $19. They're up to fucking 40 and all that. My wife was like telling me all these price things. Oreos are up, you know. I don't know when they're going to stop, but hey, fuck all that shit. We'll figure it the fuck out. We'll put it together and we'll keep fucking plowing through this shit. Tip, top, magoo. My head goes out, my heart goes out, my head goes out. I'm fucking stoned. Don't worry, I got my little fucking ice cream cake, little live resin hitter. Oh my God. Listen, I never even knew what live resin was. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I knew. Guys, I'm an old man. I know reefer. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden they started doing vapor pens. The vapors were okay. They weren't taking me to where I needed to go. Sometimes in a hotel room in the morning, a vapor would work. So I gave them up. Why fucking? But then I took my little sabbatical from reefer. ABX sent me some fucking live resin. Those you plug in, they charge, fucking tremendous. I remember one day I went to Jimmy's on Sunday football, and I brought one with me, and I had to come back and take a fucking nap. I was stoned to the gills. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was falling asleep at his house. And then Ice Cream Shop sent me these. These are just throwaways. I got to tell you something. They hit like a fucking mule. So if you're in the area, stop by and get one of these little fucking live resin. I don't even know what live resin is. I could lie to you and tell you the molecule. I don't know nothing. I just smoke it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. I'm one of those idiots. I don't know nothing about trees. I don't know nothing about fucking how to grow fucking weed. I grew weed one time in my whole life. Snowmass Village, 1986. I grew weed. I was doing a good job with it. And then one night I was smoking bazookas. That's when you put the cocaine in the joint. I ran out of reefer, so I took the plants, cut them, and smoked it. I don't remember nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. But anyway. Let me take a little hit to get the fucking day started. I've been watching, I told you guys I watched The fucking Wire for like, 2 months. And we didn't even call Dominic back. I'm going to get Dominic back here in a few weeks. What I did, I went right to Oz. Listen, I don't know what else is on TV, so I just wanted to see all these great HBO shows. I got HBO Max, so I said, let me put on Oz. For you guys that don't know, Oz is a show about prison. And it's just a regular show about prison with all these characters going in and out. You got your Italians, you got your Muslims, you got the blacks, you got the Irish, you got just, a typical fucking, you got the bikers, you got the Aryan fucking world, And it's so weird when you watch something like that and you've been locked the fuck up. Like I was locked the fuck up, And I wrote this book. The book is done, like I told the Patreon people on Friday. My book is done. We wrote it. I want to give a shout out to Erica Florentine. Thank God I bumped into her. We've been writing this book for 13 fucking months. It's done. I love it with all my heart, but writing a book and moving back here gave me a big fucking reflection point. Like, I don't know if it was in the cards or what, but when I moved here, maybe 3 months later, I started writing the book, and then because I wasn't going to go on the road, so I knew I had to do fucking something. So I go, okay, you're not going to go on the road, Joey, but you got to be doing something. You got to do something. You're just not going to sit on your fucking hands. Thank God Mike kept bugging me to start the podcast. We went back to the podcast, but that wasn't enough. I still had to do something. So I said, fuck it, let's write the book. Nobody gets out of here alive, so let's write the fucking book. And I tell you, man, while being here and telling the first, 10 chapters of growing up and stuff like that, it hit home a different way. By that time I had gone up to the cemetery and saw my mother's grave. I had gone into the neighborhood, so, it brought back, it jolts your memory a little bit when you go back to the neighborhood and park your car and walk around. So the first 10 chapters were easy to write. I mean, nothing's fucking easy to write in my world because I got so many things going on in my fucking head. I got Chinese people yelling. I'm hearing missiles from Ukraine, you know. Russia's got a fire thing that they fucking burn you with. Did you see that at the border? They have like these fire things and they could just flamethrower. They just fucking vaporize you. I need one of those fucking flamethrowers. A lot of people I like to fucking vaporize just for fun, you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Elon gave one to Joe.
Did he? Yeah. A flamethrower? Shit, I gotta borrow it from him next time I go down there. But it's funny how when I wrote the prison part of the book, I really paid extra attention to it because I knew what that had done for me. There was death and kidnappings and stupidity and drug deals. Yeah, that's all included. But if you really think about the turning point in my life, because listen, like I was telling Mike when he came here, if we would have wrote the book the way my life happened and you were to read it, after like 10 chapters, you would have said, Joey, I keep reading this stuff over and over, and it doesn't change. It's like every 6 months you try to get clean, you try to go decent, you try to become a fucking decent American, and then 6 months later you're starting all over again. It really got fucking old and monotonous, so we had to put all that shit together, eliminate a lot of the stuff that didn't contribute to the story. I wanted the book to fucking tell you what was going on in my head at the time, how I was seeing it. So it's funny that I'm watching his eyes lately, and it made me actually go back to those prison chapters again. We already wrote them. They were already in my old file on the computer. I just wanted to see what I had put out there to the world. If it was accurate enough, because remember, I was fucking withdrawn at the time, I was withdrawn for a year, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'd like to tell you I don't know what the fuck was going on. We get on the phone, me and Erica talk for an hour, and that night I go, what the fuck did I talk to Erica about this morning? I have no idea. I'd have to check my fucking notebook and see what year we were on or what situation we were on, but not to take anything away from anything. I think the prison for me it was a turning point. And it's so weird. I got the call on a Friday that I was going to go to prison on Monday. And I think Friday and Saturday I was rattled. But then it's like everything else in my life. I woke up Sunday and I was prepared to take what they were given.